2, 1, go.
Hello and welcome to the London Games Festival.
Hello, we're Spooky Doorway. I'm Paul Conway, I'm the lead artist with the company.
Hi, I'm Cassie McCabe and I'm the tech lead.
I'm Dave McCabe, the lead writer and only writer.
We're the developers of the Darkside Detective series. It's a paranormal comedy point-and-click adventure game.
So we're here. We're just introducing the second in the series. It's called Fumble in the Dark. It's going to be launched on PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, Stadia, PC, and it's coming to you in April.
As Paul says, it's a point-and-click adventure. So you walk around gathering items, combining them, trying to solve puzzles in order to solve mystery. And the game is more of it takes the TV model, so it's actually a series of mysteries. Fumble in the Dark is launching with 6 cases included that you work your way through. But instead of telling you about the game, why don't we show you the trailer so you can see for yourself?
It's interesting looking back at the trailer because the trailer's really quick fire. All the shots are kind of trying to capture as many different locations as possible so we can show the range that's in the game. It's kind of really hard to demonstrate the humor and the jokes because it's all text-based. We have that great relationship between Julie McQueen that people can read at their own pace. But we have to, in trailers, capture kind of the energy of like the sprawl of the worlds you'll investigate.
Yeah, it kind of matches the tone that we go for, which is like very snappy. Like that's kind of a design part on ours anyway, is to like kind of reduce the bullshit. Sorry, am I allowed to say bullshit? I don't know. Anyway, to take out anything that's not needed and like so we're kind of trying to capture that same like snappy gameplay, snappy dialogue, snappy everything with the trailer.
Ironically, sort of a game that you could play at your own pace.
Yeah, weirdly enough. Yeah, I know.
It's interesting to say that like with the pace, like we tried doing voiceovers and like that really slowed down the game. Like we all argued what the character should sound like, but we all agreed that the quick fire nature of the dialogue was lost when we had to wait for people to finish talking. So to be able to kind of click through real quick. To me, it always feels like I'm skipping over the panels of a comic book. I'm able to kind of really consume lots of what's happening really quickly.
Well, we also wanted to be something that people could play in a sort of a leisurely way, because it's out on Switch. You can play it on the bus on the way to work. You can play it in bed at night while your significant other sleeps, and not having a voice just sort of lets it be something you can enjoy in those things without feeling like you're missing out on a large part of it.
Like reading a book.
Like reading a book.
Yeah, no, it is quite hard to get that kind of thing across. Like, but I think the trailer does a pretty good job of it. Like they said, it keeps kind of that snappy nature, and it does kind of sum up the type of gameplay it is. I hope, or we hope.
Yeah, I think we've learned a lot through the series. The two games have they kind of stand alone, and all the cases are kind of, you're able to play them out of order. Because each case is like a monster of the week, like from a classic TV series or something like that. And I think we've learned a lot through the first and second games in the series, that how to deliver that quicker. The second game is probably larger amounts of content, but I think that kind of shorthand nature of where you kind of get to where you want to be is still very much prevalent.
Yeah, it's funny, we've only, we're releasing the 6 core cases in the same way that we did for the other game, but just the 6 cases now are actually bigger and longer than the 9 cases combined in the thing. I guess that's what having a bit of a budget does, rather than making something in your spare time. But look, we hope you like it.
It was clearly longer, I know that, because it took me a lot longer to draw it.
The words, yeah.
Didn't take longer to write. I just copy and pasted it. But halfway through, it just turns into Lorem Ipsum web text holders.
You can use the same words. You just kind of mix them up.
Just have a button that shuffles the words up.
The word is plagiarized from the dictionary.
Yeah. No. It's funny, I think we've done some things maybe a little bit different, and it'll be fun to see people play it and see if we've gotten better or worse. It's always that thing. If we've done better, let us know. If we've done worse, just keep it to yourself and don't write a negative Steam review. It doesn't do us any good.
We've gotten more confidence. That doesn't mean better.
Yeah, that's it. Confidence fumbling forward in the dark. That's the weird thing as well. Because we're all in lockdown, as why we're all in different places. We're releasing this game, and we never actually really sat down and watched somebody play it. So that's kind of terrifying, Yeah. So it's kind of weird, and it's really weird even releasing a comedy game in the middle of a global pandemic.
Oh, if anything, I think it's needed. I think people need a little bit of a tonic.
Yeah.
Just a bit of a break from the current situation. Although, look, we move away from all that.
Yeah, but it's something for us.
Launch. But the pandemic might be over by the time we get it out.
Oh, imagine. That'd be great.
That'd be fantastic.
It'd be terrible for our sales, but it'd be great.
Oh.
Sacrifice I'd be willing to make. Should we show some of the gameplay footage then?
Yeah, have a look, see if you like it yourselves.
This is a classic Darkside setup. We bring you to a location, kind of like almost like a Simpsons story. We kind of start off as one story or one thread, and it evolves into something ridiculous and silly halfway through. So you can see here that Duty and the Queen have been going all over the sea to look for these the source of these power surges, and they've come down to isolated down to this carnival. And they've arrived here, and they see some bulbs exploding outside, and they're trying to get in here and figure out what's going on.
So as you see there, a lot of the gameplay is you're clicking around, you're talking to people, and you're looking at things. So when they search the police car there, they find some jump leads that will come in handy later on to solve a puzzle. The case itself is set in a carnival. The Darkside Detective is sort of our look on Americana. So most of the cases are set in these sort of iconic places, like fairgrounds were always showing up in films in the 80s. As you see, Paul sort of taking this grotesque clown and sort of stretched it out, because there's always this idea of clowns being a beloved thing, but most people think they're real creepy. And so we were kind of able to take those things and start merging them into hopefully a place interesting to explore.
The people of Twin Lakes tend to be a bit weird anyway. They probably wouldn't think twice about this.
Yeah, so they, for example, you've got a family, and the two parents are losing they're totally screaming and all kinds of stuff because of the fun fair, and the kid who sort of is in charge of them. It's just a silly sort of turn the head of normally it's the kid who's a bit of a terror, and the parents are trying to keep things calm. We had this whole like idea that we replace all the animals in here with robotic animals. That it's sort of the guy who runs the fun fair has become vegan. I can't remember the reason for it, but
I think we'd gone to like
with less animations.
No, I think we'd gone to a carnival or something where like they'd taken out all the animals and stuff like that. And we were saying like, oh, it's not great that they've taken out the animals, but don't you miss it? You miss an animal. We started talking about if there was just like these robot animals.
That was in a sort of ghost town place in Vietnam.
Yeah, we were in Vietnam in this like really weird place where they had all these like electric animals. Anyway, we were just probably drunk and talking shite, and then it turned up into this. But there they are, trying to win a duck, and one of these ducks is not like the other.
So you can see the game is very two-dimensional. Like everything's sort of this very forced kind of 2D style, where there's just kind of zero depth. So we're trying to capture like the atmosphere of a space, like through suggestions of sort of shapes in the background and lighting. You can see you can kind of feel the nighttime here, and you can feel that carnival atmosphere. The music adds a lot to it. Thomas did the music first. Done a really good job of actually making it feel very much alive. But there's a lot of these little animations that kind of looking around, and little flickers and routines moving in the background also really helps sell the location.
Yeah.
So a lot of the stuff that's at the moment is kind of low-key, bizarre. Like the guy, you ordered a vegan hot dog, he just gives you bread because that's how he makes a vegan hot dog. Which are sort of, we begin with kind of weird little things, and as you go through the case, they'll get stranger and stranger. And there's really everything that's drawn on the screen is interactable in some way, shape, or form. Just to give you things to kind of investigate and to look around. And also, I mean, a lot of the appeal is that it's sort of a comedy game, and that gives us a lot more places to squeeze in little bits of humor. A lot of the characters are based on sort of cartoonized people that we've met along the way through, just life. Terry here is based on a person from our past. I'm not going to the details, but
the person we met in Vietnam.
No, it doesn't matter. But
not Vietnam. Sorry, Singapore.
No. I forgot what I was saying now.
Sorry.
Oh gosh, that's a really big text box.
So you
text box, you cut that back.
You said it's like stranger and stranger, but I think maybe that's not necessarily like. Don't be expecting kind of to be thrown into a world where you're filled with like oh no, I'm freaked out. What's happening? It's more kind of silly, strange.
Yeah, for sure.
Then
every freak is funny, or at least we try to be funny.
When I get into mad details, it's sort of meant to be how we like to view, the masculinity we want to see in the world, and proper good friendships and wholesome friendships and wholesomeness as a whole. And so, you just see two friends trying to help people. In this case, trying to help that little girl's sister has gone missing. Much like the visual for the game has gone missing.
That's about all we have time for. Thanks very much for watching. Darkside Detective: A Fumble in the Dark is going to be available on April 15th. We hope you pick it up and have fun.
Yeah, big thanks to everybody at the London Games Festival for having us. This has been fantastic. So pick it up on whatever console you want, because this time instead of just coming to your PC, we're going on PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, Stadia, anything you can get your hands on. But yeah, thanks very much. Thanks for listening.